Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I read an article stating that the G7 countries are about to agree on a oil cap for Russian gas of between $60 a barrel and $70 a barrel. You know what it would mean? That would mean that we're going to have a big crisis on our hands. So this is what the Russians are saying, reacting to that piece of news. Probably tomorrow they will issue the G7 and the weasels are going to determine that we, the citizens, should pay more for gas. For oil in this case, for gas at the pump, and not only. This is an article from. This article is from Mayadin. It's from today, the 22nd of November 2022. Russia to reduce production under possible price cap. They said it. Russia will not send oil and petroleum products to nations that use the price cap approach. Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak warns. Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak affirms that Russia will not send oil and petroleum products to nations that use the price cap approach. Instead, Moscow will reroute supplies to market-oriented allies or limit production entirely. So they will send more to the people who will buy it at the market price, or they will turn it off. And I'm quoting, Russia confirms its status as a reliable energy supplier to the world market and the market status of our relations with partners. In this regard, we do not plan to supply oil and petroleum products to countries that will apply the principle of a price cap with the subsequent restoration of supplies to market-oriented partners or with a production reduction. Novak said. The top political figure warned that politicization of the energy sector can only lead to a scarcity of resources on the market, for example, the price cap on Russian oil. And I'm quoting, we believe that politicization of the energy sphere can only lead to a shortage of resources and problems with energy supply. The price cap is just an example of unprecedented interference in the functioning of the oil market, which will inevitably lead to a drop in investments, a decrease in supply, a shortage of oil supply and any other exchange-traded goods to which this mechanism can be applied in the future. Because if you start here, you can start with everything. So that means you're gonna do, basically, this is price control. I know a certain system that likes price control, and that's called communism. I know my communist friends love me when I mention that. Anyway, so Novak's remarks came in light of the G7's recent decision to cap the prices of Russian oil in an effort to prevent Russia from profiteering from its oil revenues. And I said, that is, the cap is scheduled to be implemented in full force from December 5 on seaborne oil shipments, with a second cap on oil products from February 5. Now, Putin, this is what Putin said. No gas, no oil, no coal, nothing. Russian President Vladimir Putin commented on the price cap attempts by stating that Russia will stop supplying oil and gas to countries that impose price ceiling. Capping prices, as some Western countries are considering, quoting, would be an absolutely stupid decision, end quote, Putin told the Eastern Economic Forum in the Pacific port city of Vladivostok. And I'm quoting again, Mr. Putin. We will not supply anything at all if it is contrary to our interest. In this case, economic interests, he said, no gas, no oil, no coal, no fuel, oil, nothing. Well, this is what's going to happen with a little situation with oil. And as I said, the ones that will be mostly affected is going to be consumers, you and I. And obviously other businesses who are the producers of other goods oil-based, like, I don't know, certain kind of clothes, certain kind of plastic, right? Plastic made out of oil products and all that. It's just unbelievably stupid, as Putin said. Can you imagine what kind of catastrophe will that induce? Again, remember, the Western countries are doing their Western. A few, United States is the main guy here, and the interest behind. Think about who's going to profit out of this, right? If this happens, someone must profit. It's not, oh my God, we're going to hurt ourselves because of the virtues. There's no such a thing. That's for us stupids just to blah blah blah. We are bottom feeders, pop 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 pop, and we believe it, but we don't. So we will not accept this kind of stupid explanation where they say, you know what, we're gonna hurt Russia more. We're gonna be hurt a little bit, but Russia will be hurt more. I guarantee you there will be some sectors of the economy, at least in the United States, that would profit tremendously. And then you will say, well, just not you. They are just a coincidence. It's just, that's a resultant of the decisions, right? It's a consequence. Bullshit. Do you think these guys make this kind of decisions where you have hundreds of billions of dollars potentially lost or gained, just like, let's hurt Russia? Do you think so? I mean, that should be a very naive point of view or a worldview, let's put it this way. So who might profit out of this? Someone who produces something that could replace that. Who could that be? I guarantee you that in the first 2 weeks we're going to find out exactly who's going to have record profits. And then think about it. If they start imposing this kind of cap on a product, that means they can do it to other products, and then other products. And then you think, okay, but who the hell are you? Oh, they are the good countries, and the rest are just the bad countries. So they are in charge to make sure that this world functions in a fair and honest and law-based, mechanism or whatever. If you believe that, just look back and see how honest they were and perfect with, even now, with Iraq's oil, or with Syria, or with Libya, or with Afghanistan, or right now in Syria. They still have troops over there overseeing pumping the Syrian oil from there. So, it's kind of weird. And you know what's going to happen? All of a sudden, I suspect United States will be very friendly with Venezuela. And Venezuela will have some little perks, and they will suck Venezuela dry of its oil using the American companies that they are already over there. So it's only one, actually. So it's a monopoly, if you want to know. We don't like monopolies. We like diversity is our strength. But over there, no, just one company. And you're going to have that over there sucking Venezuela as one example. And that's how we're going to bring that here. And then going to say, oh, Maduro, you're our friend now. Come to the White House, and we're going to fondle your little cock, and we're okay. And then you think, hey, why did we sanction Russia? Because they're bad dudes? Oh, but this guy is not a bad dude anymore. What did he do to become a good dude overnight from a bad dude? And that happened so many times. When yesterday this guy was good, the next day when he didn't do something the United States told him to do, turned bad dude. Just overnight. Nothing he didn't do. He didn't even had sex overnight or drank something. No, he just turned bad. Or vice versa, from a bad dude, a good dude. Or bad dudes all the time. So this thing with the values, and we do this to hurt Russia because they're bad and they have to change behavior. Really, why don't you get a mirror and look in it or look at it and see your face and see how things are really working. Anyway, the cap, no more soup for you. You'll see, no more gas for you, no more oil for you, no more nothing for you, and we'll see how we're going to have a better standard of living. For what? For Ukraine. Good. Did you vote for that? I didn't. So, did you vote? No, you didn't. Why? Because you were not asked. Your opinion is not required. Thank you very much for your input. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.